Dedicating a Toba that you see on the altar because is very significant and important. Because each and every Toba that you see there, to all of you, is a significance of your appreciation to the loved one. But I'd like to add to that experience a little bit more and say that the Toba that you see there is like a link, a connection to the entire world. And I would like to explain to you what that means today. So, as you may have had the chance to read in the program, a Toba is represented with the elements air. So you can see here, there's 5 shapes up on the Toba. The top is air. The second shape here is wind. Then you have the fire, you have the water, and you have the earth. So all of this is the element that is expressed on a Toba. And it's important to all of us here dedicating Toba because it resembles an offering, like I said, to your husband, wife, parents, or your family ancestors. But at the same time, there's a deeper meaning than just an offering. If I were to put it in a Zen riddle, the question is, do you see the Toba this as a cloud? Can you see a reflection of yourself in the Toba? Or even something in grand scale, can you see a big bang happening right here inside the Toba? And this is the notion in Zen Buddhism of the emptiness. When you can see that the Toba possesses the whole universe, we can say that this Toba is empty. So let me explain how we can try to see it in that form. So this Toba, as you know, is made out of wood. In order for this wood to exist, we need a tree. For a tree to grow, you need air, you also need wind, you also need fire, the sun, you also need water or the rain, you also need the soil or the earth. So it's an ancient tradition or a way to express that it's not just a Toba, it's a resemblance of the whole cycle of interdependence that is shown and shared on this Toba itself. And if you can think of the hydrologic cycle where the sun warms the ocean, water evaporates and turns into cloud, then it becomes rain and falls back to earth. The rain waters the plants and trees. Then through river, it returns to the ocean. So long story short, it means that a tree itself is interdependent to how the world works. And you can also say that the rain, the sun, the earth is all interdependent to each other. Many of you probably came in honor of your loved ones and family and friends. But I would like to add to your experience that what you're doing is much more than just an experience of that. Please take a moment to think about how that person made a difference to you and the people around you. When you see things in a materialistic point of view, you can probably only see a Toba. But when you can see it, the Toba as a cycle of life, you can see that within a Toba is a whole new universe. And I want everyone to take a look at your hands. Your hands are made out of cells and DNA. They are probably from your parents, your grandparents, your ancestors. It's kind of strange, but your hands that we call mine is made out of things that you didn't make. Everything came or originated from someone else. Your physical body is related to your ancestor, and your cultural and mental aspect of your body is from where you are born and who you have associated with throughout your life. To dedicate a Toba to your ancestors is important, but I hope that you can spice up your experience at the temple to have more of a personal, deeper touch to your own life. Because as you can see in the Toba, we also have a cycle, and we are part of the same cycle, the life cycle as the Toba. because everything is empty. All forms are interdependent to each other, and so is your life. This is the fundamentals of Buddhist teachings, and this is why Buddhism, to me, is very interesting. As you learn and study more about it, you'll soon realize that, like the Buddha statue right over here, the Kannon statue, the bigger Buddha, even your Toba or your ancestors aren't important as a religious figure to be worshipped like gods in other religion, but more so to be seen as a teacher that helps you guide to appreciate your own life. I would like to ask each of you that offered your incense at today's service to not end there. Expand the concept to its core teachings, and I'm sure it will mean something much more significant to your daily life and enhance your personal and business life. Because like a Toba, each and every one of you are the link to the past and a bridge to the future. I encourage all of you to study Buddhism and take the teaching in a creative way, because there is so much more than just a ritual. Just a disclaimer, because I'm a minister, rituals is also important. It has its own place of importance. But I want you all to understand that the reason of that ritual, where is the core teachings of that ritual. And just like what that Toba that you see, or the wood, is doing up on the altar, there is a deeper significance of the teachings within a religious ritual here. And this is why I can say that I love Buddhism, because it's so much exciting and fun, like looking at the Big Bang within the Toba and learning something that is so grand scale, and it doesn't end with just a tradition or a ritual. So I hope that some of you can share the same joy that I do, and by understanding in a deeper perspective of each rituals, each action we take, each teachings, you can enhance your life much more and also appreciate the reasons we do these kind of things. Thank you very much.